Alright, there we go. We're on air. And yes, I actually have this shit running for a change. I know what I'm doing, damn it. I know what I'm doing.
The rumors are exaggerated. He still doesn't.
No, he has no clue. He was freaking out about a quote-unquote new format. I haven't seen a new format.
Yeah, they did have a new format. I had to push this button and give them an example or a reason as to why I didn't like their new format. They're like, oh, well, why did they like the new format? Because it's confusing. I just want a live stream. God damn it. I don't need some Facebook lookalike format.
Well, when you have to ask to where you put the batteries, that's a bad sign.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, that's why Burnside's not allowed to have a butt plug.
I am not a sodomite. Butt plugs are not required.
A solar-powered butt plug. You stick it where the sun don't shine.
It runs off of that internal heat.
Then it would be it's an internal thermal butt plug there, huh?
Internal geothermal butt plug. Oh, that's fun. Oh, right. All right, so what's going on, everybody? Anybody else got anything entertaining to talk about?
My roommate's mom likes me for some fucking reason. She's actually encouraging me more or less moving in.
Well, I had a very weird experience today. I went to Social Security to fill out paperwork.
And they gave you a fingering in the butt.
No, they usually have this black security guard that's been there for like 1,000 years. You know, the guy was always there. He's ex-military. I went in, and it was this West Indian man, and I couldn't understand what the hell he was saying.
It sounds something like...
Yeah.
That's
apparently affirmative action is now hitting the black community, too.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
sooner or later.
Thank you. Come again.
Yeah, that stuff drives me nuts, man. I'm normally pretty good with accents and kind of figuring people out and what have you, but most of the time it's just like that East Indian stuff is deeply fucking confusing. It's like trying to understand Himalayan and Zimbabwean. It's impossible.
Well, the only thing I really understand is that they make great food.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, East Indian and Himalayan, it's tasty. I mean, it'll probably violate your innards if you hate spicy stuff like me. And Zimbabwean, they just boiled the shit out of everything. They took British cooking and perfected it.
You know, I'm getting actually a bit annoyed. We had a whole bunch of Indian families move into the neighborhood. Where the hell are the restaurants? I'm still waiting.
Yeah. There's a requirement.
You know,
if there is
they're too busy running the taxi cabs, not restaurants.
Yep.
Or
they have to reach a certain saturation point. I guess so. Because I think there once the population reaches a certain number, there has to be an Indian restaurant.
Well, I'd say the neighborhood's demographics got to be at least 10% Southeast Asian at this point. So.
Well,
Yeah, that's not high enough. It needs to be about 25%.
Oh, it'll never reach that.
Yes, it will.
The Indian population in San Antonio is roughly a fraction of that of New York City.
It'll never reach that saturation level here because another group will start moving in before they can replace them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we have about half a dozen decent Indian restaurants, and about 2 of those are spectacular.
Well, I think a lot of it also has to do with the saturation compared to the running of the cabs.
Yeah.
Because they have to have enough of them not running cabs and gas stations to be able to put in a restaurant.
Oh, well, the Indians usually around here, it's a different caste. They don't run the restaurants or the cabs. They run restaurants around here. The ones who run the cabs around here, those are all El Salvadorians. They all run the cabs. And the gas stations are all Turks.
Yeah, the cab drivers in San Antonio are all Latino, so they haven't broken into that market yet. So that's why we probably have more restaurants. All the cab jobs were taken.
There's still a few Indian people who like run businesses, but most of them they've gone into like restaurants, and like a lot of the Indian people who live in my neighborhood, they're all like professionals. Like the guy and his wife that live down the block from me, they look like extras from Gandhi. You know, they wear she wears all those sheets and everything. But I believe he's actually a dentist and she's an accountant. You know?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I've got an announcement here from Portland about the insanity. Apparently, the Abolish ICE group decided to use a mock-up of a guillotine to behead an effigy of President Trump.
Oh wow,
wasn't that?
You're telling me they're smart enough to actually work and make pain.
Wasn't that for treasonous?
Sounds like it to me.
Yeah, it could. I guess it could technically be considered treasonous. So,
sounds like it could be. I'm just shocked that it's like, wow, these uneducated morons actually know how to work one of those things.
yeah. Oh, and apparently there's an official channel. So let me give you guys a screen share here, if at all possible.
That ought to be entertaining.
And where was it?
Let me see. Okay, I am
There it
now
is.
presenting you.
So
Let's see.
here is the actual article. Yeah, sorry about that. This site
Don't worry.
has several advertisements.
AOL.
So-
Oh my God, that still exists.
So here is the Abolish ICE PDX official Twitter. And you can see here, we've got a guillotine.
That looks like the most jury-rigged, pathetic excuse of a guillotine I've ever seen in my life.
That is definitely the right location. That is where the Occupy ICE movement was going on. You can see some of the same terrain that I showed on my video.
I have a question here. Now, just bear with me, and I'm not saying we should do anything because, you know, I after last night when I mentioned, you know, maybe we should do the mercenary thing in the inner city, everyone got horrified. So I'm not suggesting we do this. I'm just asking. But if, let's say, 80% of these people are coming from El Salvador, can't we just carpet bomb them coming up the road?
You could.
I mean, honestly, I mean, if they're coming here anyway, and it's obviously they're trying to invade the country, well, they got to cut through other South American countries. Why don't we just, you know, like knock $1 million off of their debt and just J-damn the shit out of these people when they're trying to walk up the road?
Because that would be considered inhumane. That's
Oh,
the
yeah, I
reason
know
we
that,
don't.
but
That's the reason we don't. That's
What
the
they
whole
do?
reason.
Make a giant guillotine out of aluminum foil? Fuck
yeah,
it.
that's exactly what they did.
This is the most pathetic excuse of a guillotine I've ever seen in my life. What the hell is this? This is a disgrace to medieval architecture. They basically got a broken-ass pallet and some tin foil or some basic aluminum that they went and banged together, and they just... What the hell is this?
Trump Yada. It's a Trump pinata.
Okay.
All right, I'll give them that much for being creative, at least. They made a piñata out of the thing.
Yeah, that's at least I give him plus points for that. But I mean, that guillotine, that is the worst made guillotine I've ever seen. Come on, you can make a piñata out of the president. You can at least make a decent fucking guillotine.
Nope, they can't. All right.
Not one of these guys looks like if they're over 200 pounds, it's due to hitting the gym.
None of them
Seriously.
are, man.
That's what I'm saying. If any of them, I'm saying any of the off chance ones that they're over 200 pounds, it's going to be like that rotund fuck there. That, you know, like, you look, he's got Dunlap disease. His gut's Dunlapped over his belt. You know.
Okay, just for a warning, if you guys hear a TV in the background, it's the one upstairs for the kid.
Gotcha.
Don't worry. Yeah, what we can do as far as like the mass immigration that's coming from South America, we can simply barricade them. You know, they wound up trying to go and come here. You know, what we can legally do is we can't, you know, legally. Oh, here, let me unpresent you. All right, stop presenting. What we can do as far as like, we can't necessarily carpet bomb them, but we can definitely barricade the shit out of them. You know, they try crossing the border and that. Depending on the situation, that you can actually fire upon them. And the one thing you can do is, if you want to go fire upon them, is if you use non-lethal ammunition, it's pretty secure as far as I know. Like, you can actually do that, you know, fire warning shots, you know, if they want to keep going and you're yelling at them in whatever language that, you know, can't legally enter this way, rat-a-tat-tat-tat, and they're just going, la, 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 you want free shit, then yeah, you know, I'm pretty damn sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can hit him with a beanbag gun. You know, and if it just so happens to make the squeaky noise whenever it hits them, that'll just add to the hilarity of it.
I'd rather use napalm.
I've got another one here that y'all will want to see as well. This one is kind of amusing. I'm actually surprised that the crazy liberals have not gone insane over this one.
All right, I am presenting you again.
So look at the headline here.
Wow, she's actually cute.
She's not bad looking. She was found dead in her apartment.
Nudist.
Yep.
Anti-Putinist.
Yep. The founder of a female nudist anti-Putin group was found dead with a suicide note beside her, according to The Guardian.
I couldn't get laid, so I killed myself.
Well, here's what it says. It was with great regret and deep pain that I'm. Oh no, wait, no, that's what they affirmed in the French newspaper. Okay, let's see here. Doesn't show it. Oh well.
I say foul play. There's no way in hell that I could see her just offing herself. I mean,
I don't know. No one thought Robin Williams or Heath Ledger would do it.
Heath Ledger was a drug addict. That's what wound up driving him. As far as Robin Williams,
his was more. They had him on the wrong medications.
Yeah, it wasn't even a drug addict. It was the cool down from playing that part. And Robin Williams killed himself because he was going through a divorce, and his wife had him hooked up to, like, as a workhorse, basically, and he had to keep making movie after movie after movie to pay her off, so he killed himself. It's kind of like what Johnny Depp's going through now with Amber Heard, but he's a prick and he deserves it, so.
Yeah, sucks to be him. Boo-hoo.
Yeah.
Hey, I like Johnny Depp.
Oh, fuck Johnny Depp. Hopefully that twink goes to jail and he's the only white guy on his tier.
I would love to fuck him.
I'm sure you would.
As long as he says the prologue from The Libertine, I'm happy as fuck.
I got a problem with him saying he's going to assassinate the president. Look, yeah. I can't stand Obama. And I hated him, but until he left office, I didn't say a word about the man. That's just, I'm sorry, you don't speak about a sitting president the way I was raised. And
yeah, I don't like the fact that all these sodomites are talking about it anyways. So. Greetings to Jean-Pierre Paul. I have no idea how to pronounce your last French name thing, so greetings, Jean. Please give me translation for that. I have no idea how to pronounce
Jean-Pierre Polnareff.
Polnareff?
Polnareff.
Polnareff. Okay. Polnareff. Okay. I will do my best to not horribly fuck that. Not my vernacular. So sorry.
Just pronounce it Pol Raboff.
What? Pull a rabbi off?
Pol Raboff.
You know, if I get the money, I actually want to take Burnside with me to a French restaurant in Manhattan just to see him read off the menu and see if it actually kills the waiter.
I'm betting the waiter makes it 3 minutes. I'm betting the waiter.
I'm serious. You gotta take it with you because I'm going to film that shit.
Oh yeah. I'll live stream it.
Because I'm gonna fall over dead laughing.
I just can't pronounce French. I can do German, okay, because it's close enough to Swede.
Du kannst Deutsch gesprochen?
Nein.
What about Dick Specs? Uh-oh. Were people getting contagious now?
Du kannst Deutsch gesprochen.
Oh,
speak German?
Sorry. You broke up halfway in there, so I was like, wait, what about a dick? And then it cut off from there. All right. I'm sorry. The internet cut off, and I was like, oh, okay.
I used to hear German all the time when I was a kid. I think I told you we had like the largest portion of I guess disenfranchised Wehrmacht after they left after the war, and they wound up here. So when I was a kid, when I was a kid, you'd hear German all over the neighborhood.
Nice.
Yeah, guttural language. My God, a lot of people here were from Bavaria. So yeah.
Supposed to be the nicer part of Germany. That's where they make all the booze.
They had that really thick, like accent where like the consonants, you swore that they were gonna accidentally like inhale their upper lip because of how hard like they did.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like the how and stuff for the
You can tell that's the part of Germany I think where Yiddish originated from, because I remember when I was a kid, you'd hear the Jews speaking in Yiddish, and my God, would they, you'd hear that like that hacking noise, like oh God, like the Volta Geschehene Mädel. You'd hear that shit like that all day.
Man, all I know is that with German, French, and Hebrew, all I hear is hacking up a lung and trying to hock a loogie.
Well,
French, aren't you just uncultural?
I lived with a pureblood German. His mom would come in every morning at 8 a.m. and scream up the stairs to her son in German. And I didn't know a lick of fucking German, but this happened every morning. And they would yell at each other back and forth because that's how they did things. And I'm asleep on the couch. One morning, I just shouted, and apparently I said it just right in German, just from subconsciously catching on. I literally said, bitch, knock next time. Get the fuck out.
Nice.
Very cool.
And my buddy Jerome just looks at me and he goes, where the hell did you learn that? I'm like, learn what? He's like, you just cussed at my mom and pissed her off in German. I was like, good. I'm going to go back to sleep now.
Very cool. I never understood how French became French. Franks used to speak the most. Frankish was like the most Germanic of Germanic languages. It was so guttural, and then it became that sissified French language. I don't know how the hell that happened.
What happened is they had Charlemagne the Sodomite, who decided he was going to change everything to sound like geese and stuff. And then he decided he was going to try and screw everybody over. It worked for a little while after after Friday the 13th, he convinced the Pope that the Teutonic armies and what have you were actual satanic heretics and child diddlers. And then, he got them all burnt and what have you and broke the Holy Roman Empire. And then he took over for a little while. And then France ever since then has been incredibly cowardly and vindictive. Because Charlemagne just made it like this narcissistic cult of insanity.
Yeah. I think you're missing some stuff there, Burnside, but
probably.
And I think you've got several historical figures overlapping.
I might have. I know there was 15 Charlemagnes, and the first was an asshole, and so was the 8th, and so was.
You're thinking of.
There's an explanation. I don't know if it ever made it back. Concept.
Okie dokie.
I think you're mixing Charlemagne up with Charles the Hammer Martel also.
Could be. They both kind of look the same to me, or at least,
Father and son.
Okay.
Oh my fucking God. Excuse me. Jean-Pierre just sent me something from the Daily Beast. Trump star on Hollywood Walk of Fame destroyed with pickaxe.
Again?
Again.
Motherfucker.
Okay, the only reason why I'm against that is because it costs the city money to replace it.
Yeah, same here.
Trump derangement syndrome.
Otherwise,
Strikes
I could
again.
give two shits about whose Hollywood star got messed up, even if it's someone I like. But I'm just against it because it costs the city money to repair that, and
it's a dick move to do. It simply is.
No, hold on.
No, it's a dick move to do. And you're gonna go walk up Hollywood Boulevard, and you're gonna just break shit just because you're a jagoff, and you know you've got a smaller dick than the God Emperor up there. No,
It's cowardly. Animals do something like that.
Yeah, you know, yeah, that's the type of shit they raccoons do. They get into your garbage can and they have sex with your leftovers, and then after they pop out 8 children, then they try and get into your soda. You know? Oh, fuck that crap. No, they want to go and destroy things. There's a sport called airsoft. There's a sport called paintballing. There's a sport called red gas.
You see, if you catch this guy walking with his pickaxe after he does this, you take the thing and you shear it through his right leg. You go from knee down to ankle. He'll never be able to drive again. He'll have to take the bus.
Yep. Jagoff's doing this shit.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, you can't even go after Obama's star because he was completely lousy and worthless. They couldn't even honestly give him a star. I mean, they gave him a Nobel Peace Prize. I figured he was going to get the star, but even they said, nah, fuck it, you got to do something, Barry. You know, at least give us a commercial. So, you know, you can't even do anything to his star. I mean, you could go to Chicago and piss on his new library.
Oh, dude, there's going to be plenty of people doing that in the fucking hood they set that in. I looked at the map and went, you're putting it over here? What are you, retarded?
Isn't it 19 billion that's costing your city to build?
Yeah. Yeah, they literally took something that looked like it was going to be nice architecture, put it in the fucking hood. Now I'm giving it 3 months time. It's going to turn into a fucking crack den.
Oh yeah. I think you're being generous. I give it less than 3 months. I give it 45 days.
I'm betting that they're going to have a couple of security companies squabbling over it, so they're going to compartment. They're going to go and try and, what's the word I'm looking for? Keep it at bay for about a month, maybe 2, and then after that, they'll stop giving a fuck because they'll have to start doing all the paperwork.
When my father was building one of those buildings in the city, I think it was like in the 60s. And they'd already finished one half of the building and they're working on it. And he hears all this banging and all like this racket and shit breaking. And so he asked the foreman, he goes, what the hell is that noise? And without even missing the beat, the foreman was a Puerto Rican guy too. He goes, that's the Mau Mau's. They're tearing apart and destroying the other end of the building that's already completed. Now, this is in broad daylight.
Nah, that doesn't surprise me.
They were already vandalizing the building before it was even completed and opened. So by the time that the building was ready to be opened, half of it was already destroyed and couldn't be used.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
This was a government building they were building in that neighborhood for them.
Ungrateful sacks of shit. They're gonna want to do.
Think about this. Think about this. In 10 years, the Democrats were able to do that to that community. Would they reduce those people to that sort of mindset? In 10 years.
10 years, that's it?
That fast.
Fuck. That's some shit.
Well, let me ask, Mountain Man, you're probably good with the dates. When was the Great Society? When did LBJ come up with that?
You're in trouble for that.
62?
That started in the 1960s, in the early 1960s. It was part of what pushed the welfare programs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
I just asked my mother because she actually was there for it. She remembers. She said it was 62.
Fun.
I have the 5-year-old watching He-Man right now.
So this was, I think, 68 when this happened. So in 6 years' time, the neighborhood degenerated that fast. You see, it really does matter to have a father in the household because they kicked the fathers out. And within 6 years, their entire society crumbled. That's disgusting. that they did that to those poor people.
Yeah, that is pretty fucked. God damn. 10 fucking years and they're just
less than 10 years. It was 6 years. He passed that thing in 62, and my father was on the build in 68 when that was happening. So 6 years time it took. That's all it took. Took 3 election cycles because they go in 2-year cycles. So 3 election cycles it took for that neighborhood to degenerate that fast.
Jean-Pierre says 1985.
And he also says that the Trump star needs to be guarded. And you know what? Yeah, if these crack babies are going to go around and continuously try and smash his star and smash anything else, yeah, we might have to. We might have to get security out there to make sure that these sodomites don't, continuously go around smashing things.
It's just depressing.
Oh, yeah, it's completely fucked up.
I'm not a fan of the man, and even I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He'll grow on you eventually. You're around, you talk to me enough, he'll grow on you.
Yeah, like a fungus.
That's fine. That's fine.
A lovable toe fungus of a nice color orange.
I already have athlete's foot. I don't need Trump foot.
You never know, it might make you faster.
No, because I don't want to end up looking like a giant orange potato.
But you'll be great at business.
I'm already good at business.
You'll be greater. So great. You'll make business great again for the entirety of Florida.
Together we're going to make Florida great again.
Having sex with alligators.
Burnside, just remember, I'm going to be the Florida water baroness when all shit goes to hell.
Oh, I know.
Is Six still cooking chicken? He's been very quiet.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think he's eating the chicken at this point.
I am eating an apple at this point.
Ah.
I'm eating the kid's fries. I gave him a sandwich. I was like, I'm taking the fries. Because I've already had to run up and down the stairs like 4 times because he's trying to watch this Lego show and it only has 2 fucking episodes.
So you got to go to bed and you got to beat him with a stick.
Oh, I'm just letting him sit up there. He's watching He-Man now. He's like, I didn't say He-Man. I'm like, it's got talking animals. It has magic. It has fighting. You're going to love it. Sit up there and watch it. And he can't change because I have the remote.
It'll teach him not to be a sodomite. And it'll keep him from doing that Donkey Teeth McCringleberry on the 40-inch rims his mother does all the time.
Jean-Pierre says, Tara, you'll be pro-Israel. I don't think so.
Not without close she is to me, man. Definitely not a fan of Israel or Palestine. Let them kill each other. Let them soak the sands with their nice red blood. With
Seriously, I've been saying that since I was like a kid and we did Gulf War. I was like, why don't we just let them kill each other and be done with it?
Yep.
I was like, I know we have bombs that we can just drop on them and turn it into a whole new parking lot for Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
So, did you hear that Seattle got their new fleet of streetcars in today?
Oh, fun.
Yeah. They were all brand new, completely redesigned, and no one measured them. They don't fit on the tracks.
That's what happens when you go to Common Core math.
That's funny. Gotta love Common Core. Useful for fuck all, nothing. You take the 1, you make it a 5, you make it 8, and then you cut it down to a 2. Common Core retarded. Oh boy. Shit. Well, looks like we have a little story here. Let's see here. Something from Sean Hannity. Let's see here.
So I'm in real quick. I'm in this Discord group, and they're like, "You have to post your sex." I'm like, I identify as a meat popsicle.
Nice.
And someone just deleted it.
Oh, what's the matter? Do they want their federal fees? Do they want their quad-gender trans-dimensional brony lords and their hashtag my balls hurt too and all that shit?
Let's see how quickly it gets deleted again.
You could throw the 80,000
unbelievable.
at them. Let's see here. All right, let me read through this thing. Mountain Man said here. It begins. Senator Warren floats 50% tax rate. Vows to repeal GOP tax cuts. Oh, look at this broad. She looks like a fucking communist. Let's see here. Let me.
Everyone but us on Chaos looks like a fucking communist to you.
All right. Here, is it anyone
Most
able?
of them are.
Yeah. Anyone able to see this? Is it working?
Present yourself.
Oh, hold on. Push the button. All right. This one for myself. There we go. Aha. All right. There we go. Yeah. Look at this.
Second, my wife is bellowing for me.
Okay. You go take your time. All right. So it looks like, speaking of bellowing, we've got this bellowing Maoist over here. This 70-year-old Maoist over here. Bitching that, oh, okay, apparently we need to pay more taxes for no good all fucking reason. He wants to, let's see here. Communist Senator Elizabeth Warren wanting to float a 50% tax bracket during a recent interview. Announced by her plan to roll back the GOP tax cuts should Democratic communists retake control of the Senate. Yeah, good luck, you sons of bitches. Not likely gonna happen. Warren was speaking with Soviet CNBC when she pressed on whether or not the widely popular tax cuts should be obliterated, saying, "Yes, comrade, I really want to see them obliterated." You know, a lot of people think they're numbers. They're not. They are the expression of our values. The values of the Republican Party that passed those tax cuts are to give $1.5 trillion away to the richest Americans and the biggest corporations, and let everybody else pick up the crumbs. Yes, such great Marxist words, meaning great Marxist thing. Taste the fucking bread and whiskey lines already. Good. All right.
Yeah, what she doesn't seem to realize is it's not unbalanced like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this isn't a fucking ANCAP society where we're all run amok by monopoly. You know? It's an across-the-board tax cut that's going to benefit everybody. Not just the 1% of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Because capitalism is bad and socialism is great and communism is the best.
And where's my pudding cup?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, I figured y'all want to see that because yes,
That was interesting.
Elizabeth Warren, you know who she is, right?
A communist?
Pocahontas.
Very ugly.
Pocahontas, the one who claimed she was.
Pocahontas?
That is the Pocahontas. Yeah.
Dude, she's whiter than me. That ain't a Pocahontas.
She claims she is.
That's a Pocahontas.
Now, who's claiming to be a Native American?
Elizabeth Warren
did. Communist in the red sweater. Let me go ahead and present that again, okay? Because this is actually very entertaining now.
Because to be honest, I've never seen the bitch's face. So
this one here, this great anti-capitalist Maoist.
Well, I have a hard time determining if she's got the Native American cheekbones because, well, she's got her mouth gaping open, waiting for a fly to land in it.
Well, you can tell not just by the basic bone structure of her mouth, but look at her arm. Look at the part of her arm that's sticking out of that little Soviet jacket she's wearing. It's veiny and it's extra Caucasian looking. It's very pale. Just her general skin tone overall. If you were to have a significant chunk of native in you, you'd have more coloration than that in your skin. And especially with how
I'm about to look her up so I can see a picture where she doesn't have her mouth waiting for a fly.
All right. Okay, I'll stop presenting in that. Then there we go. Yeah. Oh, very entertaining. Supreme Psychotic Maoist. Oh, Ajax dropped by. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Ajax.
How's it going, man?
Ajax, please check your Discord.
Liawatha. I like that one. Oh, John Pierre. Apparently I sent him off on a rant. Ah, that's funny.
Rant, Jean Pierre. Rant.
Is there anybody?
Okay, I'm pretty sure Elizabeth Warren is pretty damn Caucasian, and yeah, she's a little too white to have that Native American. Even when I haven't been in the sun a long time, my arms and everything might get a little bit whiter, but I mean, my legs are white as fuck. But the rest of me always has a tan to it.
Right now, it looks like I'm wearing white gloves because my arms are really tan, but I wear gloves all day.
This is funny because she claims to be Native American. People have made memes of her as a Native American. One of them is AKA Princess Stands on Lies.
Princess squats on bread.
They pasted her head over Lone Ranger and his idiot pal. I can't remember the name of the
Tonto.
Tonto. Yeah, they pasted her head over Tonto's.
Is that the one with Chuck Schumer playing the Lone Ranger?
No, it's got the regular Lone Ranger and
there's another one with Schumer's head on the Lone Ranger and her head on Tonto.
Oh, and there's one where Obama is getting ready to scalp her.
Nice. Oh, Ajax got a good one. Her name really means hunts at Whole Foods.
Oh my God, they made an image of her as the Land O'Lakes Indian.
Oh, show it.
Give me a second. I was looking on my phone, so hold on.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's the Pocahontas, the woman who claims she's Native and isn't. She used that claim to get herself into an Ivy League school.
Of course she did. Oh, joy.
All right.
You know, this is why they have paperwork for things. And I mean, the only reason I've burnt my paperwork was because with how Sweden is, I am not going back there. They're going to have to.
I am screen sharing, love.
Because you know what?
Here she is as the Land O'Lakes Indian.
Oh, I gotta see this shit.
Here's the one where Obama's about to scalp her. Where her head's pasted over as Tonto. Princess Stands on Lies. Chief Batshit Crazy Horse.
I like that one. Chief Batshit Crazy Horse.
Pocahontas.
That's a good one.
They took the whole Cherokee Nation, locked up on this reservation. Though I wear a shirt and tie, I'm still part red man deep inside. No, honey, it just means you've had red man inside of you.
Giggity. Great red.
Oh, here we go. I meant this Indian.
Nice. I love Photoshop, man. You do some great shit with this.
Actually, I think this one is real.
Nope, that's a knockoff of Cher.
Nice. That's funny.
I guess she's trying to sing Half Breed. Because there we go. There's the Photoshop of Elizabeth Warren as Cher.
Nice.
You know, speaking of Cher, she just actually got honored. And
here we go. Warren as a Redskin.
Yeah.
That would be a Cleveland Indian, but I get your point.
Yeah. Cher, Reba McEntire, and Lin-Man Miranda, whatever the fuck his name was. Lin-Manuel Miranda. They just all won for Hamilton.
Really?
Yeah. I was
Oh,
actually going to go see that up until the election, and they disrespected the vice president. So,
I'm not I can handle for the most part Trump, but Pence is no. I can't
it isn't the
stand
man, it's the office. That's the thing I have the problem with. They
yeah.
disrespect the office. That's the thing. You don't have to like Trump and you don't have to like Pence. That's my whole point. I hated Obama. I respected him when he sat in that chair.
Yup.
Here you go, Burnside.
Princess Little Big Liar. Yep. That's about right. Yeah, the only thing I've got to get against Pence is he's way too Irish Catholic for my liking.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys didn't know about all these things. I
What
mean,
about
this is something.
Elizabeth Warren?
Yeah, this is something that came up in the election.
Here's a little comic, Elizabeth Warren. Look, is there any evidence of you being a Native American besides high cheekbones? Well, let's see. Last Thursday, I got drunk on firewater and scalped 3 missionaries.
Oh, good Lord. Hey, Porpoiseful.
Hey, dude. More than $250,000 each class. Oh, that's rich. That's really
That's
rich.
actually a little bit over $333,000. Ah, damn, my camera went off again.
Oh, punch it.
No, the buttons are sensitive.
I mean, there's plenty of other ethnicities that give you high cheekbones.
Yep.
Not just Native Americans.
Yep, like Finnick. You looking too.
Irish and Scottish, they have high cheekbones.
Yep.
Yeah, not just them, but also some of the Germanic tribes do as well, including some of the Swedes and Norse.
Okay, stop presenting me. Thank you.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on which part of Scandinavia you're from, because there's a handful of them that got higher cheekbones. They're somewhat funny looking. Depends. For me, I think like if they're taller, then it kind of looks proportional. But that's just me.
It can. It all depends on everything. But, yeah, high cheekbones does not a native make.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys want to see the fan art Richard Art made for me?
Sure.
Would you like to see somebody that let's see.
Yeah, if you guys got stuff to show off, dude, by all means.
This is
There we go. There's the fan art.
Oh, very cool.
Woo! Let me presenteth it.
This is former NHL player Ollie Jokinen.
Nice.
If I can get the.
That's supposed to be you, Tara?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh,
Nice
that's
work.
cool.
That is really cool.
Fucking sweet.
I like that.
There's the plus size. And he even has me wearing a corset. Awesome.
Nice. Hell yeah. Dude, you kicked ass doing this stuff, Rich.
Yeah, he does great work.
Nice.
This could be Elizabeth Warren's brother, and this guy's from Finland.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's a Finn, all right. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Put the glasses on him. Yeah, I could see it, actually.
Yeah, that's about as finished as sitting in a fucking steam room, nude as hell, reading the newspaper.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I do that.
So you got the cheekbones, you got the really tiny, really high up the face nose. It's kind of flat on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of really similar features.
Yep.
You want me to present it?
Similar features.
Are we gonna present it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Ah, damn button, cooperate. Fucking. There we go. There we go. Yeah.
This is former NHL player Ollie Jokinen.
And he's very, very, very Norse.
Oh yeah, he's a Finn boy. He's got that giant flat forehead, and like Six said, the way his nose is shaped, and he doesn't have too much of a square jawline, but he has a nice, even rounded jawline.
Yep, this could be Elizabeth Warren's brother.
Oh,
Quite easily.
Yeah, you can stop presenting now.
all right, and damn it, click button. There we go. The question I have though is, okay, here's the difference. I think. Now, man, I assume that when you're sitting there in the steam bath and you're sitting there in the nude reading your newspaper, you're probably not doing that with 10 or so other dudes who are doing the exact same thing, right?
They're all sitting around reading the newspaper. Who gives a fuck?
Well, you know, man, when I was in Europe, it was co-ed, so whoever happened to come in.
Okay, that's the difference. Is like co-ed is totally normal. The Finns, it's the one thing that I find weird as fuck about them is they'll all sit there and they'll have it like segregated. So it's like all nude dudes with all nude dudes, all nude chicks with all nude chicks. They're just sitting there acting like it's normal, just, you know, fucking around, slapping each other's dicks and shit, read newspapers, whatever. And it's like a little too gay for my comfort zone. Like, oh, but you're from Sweden, you're not too different from us. I was like, I'm not gonna go slapping another dude in the dong going, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? You know, how's the fish you cooked for the wife last night? You know, that's a little too much.
You know, man, I've never seen him actually do that. So maybe you're just pushing a stereotype there that doesn't really exist.
Might have just been my bad luck with the guys I ran into. Who knows?
Could have been, or it could have been that they were playing a joke on you and trying to make fun of you.
You know what? Come to think of it, that could be a possibility. And if that's so, then touche on them. They did a damn fucking stellar joke.
Maybe
It's just like just like the people in the Middle East that make people eat sheep's eyeballs as a delicacy.
Here.
Eyeballs?
Yep. Oh, hey, look, there's a very good picture of an Aboriginal.
Here, let me go and present that. There we go.
Oh, that's it right there.
Oh, Burnside.
That's a composite average image of a Native American woman. Notice the lack of high cheekbones.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could actually say there are very scant remnants of what cheekbones should be.
Agreed.
Well, also it's the other part is, I mean, they have like from medium to high cheekbones. But it's also the roundness of the face. Not all of them have as round a face.
Right. Not everybody's the same, but this is a composite average of what an average Native American would or should look like out of thousands of images of full frontal facial Native American pictures. And on average, Native Americans don't have high cheekbones.
Makes sense.
If Elizabeth Warren is Cherokee, then I'm a fucking Inuit.
This is a statistical analysis composite right here. And if someone's defense is I have high cheekbones, therefore I'm X, and you pull up the statistical average of what X is, and X does not have high cheekbones, then saying that I have high cheekbones actually would do the complete opposite for your argument, and it would be I have high cheekbones, so therefore it is not likely that I am X, because X does not have high cheekbones on average.
Great logic there, man. Very well.
Ollie Jokinen
literally
has high cheekbones.
Interesting.
And he plays hockey. Well, he did anyway.
Oh, some things are happening.
Stop presenting. There you go. I should be able to fix that. Just hit the blue button there. Or not the blue button, the green button. There you go. Right.
Where'd Mountain Man go?
He had to hop out, something going on.
All right.
He's got some stuff to take care of.
Yeah, he wouldn't leave unless it was important. He's been, before you hopped in, he was telling us he's been fighting tooth and nail with the insurance agents all day.
Yeah, they're really trying to screw the poor man.
Yeah, he might be doing something with that.
He couldn't handle the statistical bants.
They're mad at me. I can't handle it.
Yeah, it's a shame. They're screwing with the guy. He pays his premiums. They shouldn't do that to him. Just for God's sake, be decent.
Yeah.
Well, I got to get up at the crack ass of dawn tomorrow, so I probably have to jump out here too.
Okie dokie.
I feel like fucking Dante from Clerks. It wasn't even supposed to be at work today.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Yeah.
I
whatever.
used to call my friend Atara when Dante all the time because she would get called in all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Shut up, Randall."
Yeah.
Nice.
So I have to get up earlier tomorrow morning than I did today. I got up at 6 today. I have to get up at 5:30.
Ooh, Rich wants to know if anyone else wants fan art because he'll be happy to make more awesome artwork.
We need one of Heinrich.
I mean, you could always draw a dolphin inside of a pill. I'm sure that's real hard.
Let's see.
Actually, speaking from experience, it's actually really, really easy.
I'm going to do a really quick shill here.
All right, go ahead, man.
Tomorrow I will be able to do my show because I only work till 1 o'clock, so that's no problem. Saturday the show is going to start a little late because I actually close. So we're talking probably around 11:30 p.m. is when it's going to actually start.
But when do the clothes come off?
The clothes are always off.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. You guys take it easy.
Giggity.
Just wait for my... sorry, go ahead, Six.
Good to see you again, Purposeful.
Yep. Have a go, man.
You take it easy, buddy.
Yep. I'm out of here, too. I just wanted to stop by because I noticed the link.
Yep. Yep. Still good to see you, man.
Yep.
Somebody get Cass or a friggin' bartender.
It is good to see me. It's very good to see me.
You want to see clothes come off? Just wait until I do my stream where it's me and my friend Sly drinking tequila and eating tacos.
Oh.
Because I'm just like the song. Tequila makes my clothes come off.
So, naked and eating tacos, huh?
Yup.
Pretty much.
Hot shit.
What kind of tacos?
Oh.
Certainly not fish tacos. Maybe some dolphin ones.
We do. Like we do make good tacos. Unlike you white people and your lack of spices.
Oh no, I like everything spicy. And that's why when I finally meet Burnside and put some hot sauce down there.
Oh, it's gonna kill me. Yeah, I don't do spicy.
A good thing I don't make my jambalaya hot as fuck like I like to.
Yeah, that'll kill me. That's why I like the sweet soul foods, not the hot soul foods.
I mean, it's got a kick to it, but it's not like, oh my god, give me some milk.
Yeah, that's one of the shit I run into. It's like, oh god, it'll kill me.
Nah, see, the 5-year-old likes my jambalaya, but he doesn't like spicy. So, and my roommate doesn't do spicy. So I have to tone it down. But when I lived with my aunt and uncle and I made it for myself, oh, hell yeah, I made that shit spicy.
John Pierre says, Tara, go check your Discord.
Checking.
Yeah, go do stuff. Dance, monkey.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Oh my god, they're making another Godzilla movie.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Gojira!
Fuck
King
yeah.
of Monster.
If anybody's out there that doesn't watch movies for like giant things that literally don't exist, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You need to stop watching movies that like are supposed to depict real life, but they actually depict it in a complete fantastical mystery fucking ooh, look how strange and exciting and dramatic everything is. But in real life, like you literally work a 9-to-5 job and you come home and probably like beat your wife and then jack off and go to bed. It's great.
No, baby brother, no gator tacos. You don't put gator in tacos. You just have little gator nuggets from the tail and you dip it in butter when you eat them.
Gator nuggets. Oh my God. All right, I'm out of here. That was.
No, it's gator tail. You cut it up, you cube it up, batter it, fry it.
Those are my people.
Gators are your people?
Oh yeah, gators are my people.
Yeah, well, they're fucking tasty down here.
It's us aquatic carnivores. We stick together, man. We're fucking close.
Yeah, well, the ones here are off the endangered species list and taste fucking good.
Yeah, well, you'll get your day, so don't worry.
No, I'm not like the tourists that come around that I sit on the side of the road and watch them try and get pictures next to the alligators basking in the sun, and I yell at them, "Hey, you can straddle it." They're all docile.
We're about 5 years from acquiring thumbs. We've been working down here in our C labs on genetic mutations, and we've almost got the from the humans that we scooped up from like boating accidents and stuff, which there's been a lot of recently. So we've got a lot of human genes and stuff, and we've successfully recently cracked the human genome and found out where exactly the opposable thumb gene is. Now we are intersplicing them into our fins, and as soon as that happens, you guys are fucked. I just want to throw that out there. The only thing stopping us from ruling over you from now until the end of time is opposable thumbs. That's it.
Yeah, well, how about you talk to King Shark? He'll tell you how it's done.
I don't know who the fuck King Shark is, but sharks are gay as fuck. So by default, King Shark, if you're listening, you are also gay as fuck. Sharks are gay. Just saying.
Well, you also need a particle accelerator to explode, and
we don't need no damn particle
and cover
accelerator.
your body in dark matter.
We don't need no damn dark matter. We need opposable thumbs, and we're coming on shore, and you guys are fucked. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just wait.
Hey, I'm the one with the hunting skills of Florida, so I'll eat every fucking one of you.
No.
Yep.
No, you bow. You bow.
Nope.
You know how to bow.
Nope.
Hey. Christ, why is it so humid? It's been raining all night.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're because we're actually we also have weather manipulation technology, and we've been making it more humid so that when we do come up on land soon, the temperature and the humidity will be just right, so it won't be
no, that just means you
much
guys
of an
are
acclimation
Florida
process.
and Louisiana and Mississippi.
No, we don't need to take Florida and Louisiana. They're so close to our territory, they'll just be like, whoa, we submit.
Nope, I won't.
You will. You will submit, or we will have our future legions of pets strip you down to your bones, and we will feast upon all of the fleshy goodness that resides on top of them. Scooby for one welcomes his dolphin overlords. He welcomes us with open arms. Hey, can't get much worse. I was just going to say, can't get much worse.
Seriously,
can't get much worse. We're gonna let Trump be our human consul. So he's going to be the complete absolute representative of between the human race and us, the aquatic mammalian species.
Cool.
So he will be instilled as a leader for ever. Cause yeah, we're gonna do to him like oh God, what's that guy's name? He died kind of recently, but he lived forever because he had like 6 heart transplants and
Rockefeller.
Yeah. We're gonna do him like we did Rockefeller, but only it's current year, so you know, better.
All right.
I still can't believe that old bastard lived as long as he did.
Well, yeah, he literally was living off the harvested organs of the youth, my dude.
No, I know that.
Like literally, like that's not even. I'm done memeing now. I was literally just pulling shit out of my ass for the last 5 minutes, but yeah, no, Rockefeller. Yeah, there's a philosophical quandary there. How much of Rockefeller maintained Rockefeller by the time he died? Was he actually still the thing that you could consider Rockefeller? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say yes because
from other people.
No, I would say yes because I think the essence of a human is the neuropsies triggering off in the ways that they do to give them their own personality and cognizance. But whatever, that's just me. It's late. I'm rambling. There's just seems to be a whole lot of jack shit going on right now. Besides apparently TerraSynn getting drunk and eating her own vagina on webcam or something like that.
No, there won't be any actual cam. It'll be like a radio show.
That is
all right, cool.
Nom in the background.
That was the fastest way to get me to not tune in. So that's crossing that one off the list here. All right.
Yeah, sorry. I like my YouTube privileges.
Let me tell you, as someone who's been without YouTube privileges for like 4 months now, you're not missing much. Not missing much.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you got suspended. I was gonna say, when are we streaming again? Because I want to shellac the shit out of Tito some more.
People literally ask me like every day. I'm not even kidding. They're like, "Why aren't you putting up new content?" It's like, nigga, how many times do I have to say this? I'm banned from these YouTubes.
That sucks.
I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a little quote unquote rebranding, which I guess probably isn't even rebranding. But I'm gonna put a big disclaimer before all my stuff, and I'm gonna say this is comedy and satire. You know, just go down the list of all the things, you know, the synonyms of those two words. And then I'll just have free reign to say whatever the fuck I want because, you know, it's just jokes, man. And John Oliver does it every night. So, I mean, fuck yeah. I'm going to be like the right-wing John Oliver. It's going to be fucking great, man.
Well, I mark everything I put out as education. If they don't like it, it's because they're stupid.
Nah, man. Nah. It's jokes, man. So I can be like, fuck Hillary Clinton. She's a fucking cunt. Oh, relax. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. I don't mean it. It's just a joke. I get paid to do this shit, niggas. You know, it's all good. I don't have to worry about strikes anymore. It's great.
Whatever works.
Just
I'm down for it.
Mariachi bands.
Man. Man, if I strike the lotto, I swear to you guys, I am literally starting up my own video hosting web service, and it's not going to be a bunch of bullshit attached to it. It's just going to be literally like, I'll probably call it like SpeechTube or something like that. You know what I mean? Like expression.com or just, I don't know, some fucking stupid fucking shit. And it'll be literally like, you post your shit, you're legally liable for whatever the fuck's on it. Have a good day. There are no ads on this thing. I'll probably be like, actually, no, if I hit the lottery, I'll probably just end up paying for it myself. Unless it gets obviously huge, then I'll just be like, your donations. This website and all these videos are brought forth by viewers like you. Please donate.
You know, if I won the lottery, I'd pay those lunatics on 4chan to hack into Anita Sarkeesian's Daily Planner for me. That way, no matter where she went, while she's sitting there, let's say in a meeting, having lunch, if she's out at the park, wherever, some guy's going to show up dressed as a clown and sing her a happy birthday song, like a clowngram. But
oh my God.
I want to do it. I want to do it to her for the next 5 years solid. That's what I do if I won the lottery.
I'm telling you, Scooby, you ever did something like that to me? With that clowngram bullshit, I promise you that clown will be.
You know what I'd do to Anita Sarkeesian if I won the lottery? I'd find her, and I'd chop her up into 1,000 pieces and bury her in 500 different spots, 2 pieces each, except for one. I'd leave one as 3 pieces, and then take the other piece and cast it out into the sea. That way, when people start looking for it, they'll be like, wait, there's an odd number of pieces in here. What's the big mystery? And of course, I can say all this. Like, I'm literally going to murder Anita Sarkeesian and chop her up into bits. I can say all this because I'm just fucking joking. It's satire, fam.
I'm full entertainment.
It's just a joke.
That thing called bowels. It's the triggering. Oh, the filthy triggering.
Now, Terra.
Like my life.
What?
I was going to say I would not bother hiring clowns. If anything, I would try my damnedest to get a meeting with either Eric or Don Jr. and try to see if I could get you to meet the president.
No.
That would be great. Have a picture of you and Trump together.
I'd tell him he's a worthless piece of shit and walk away.
I'd find you, skin you alive, feed you to the dogs, and sell the remains to a Mexican cartel. Cool. I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. No, but seriously, I would.
Just make sure, you know, the boots that are made out of my flesh look really good.
It breaks my heart that you would not want to meet the president, because I have this feeling that when I'm with you in D.C., I'm going to meet the president. I just have this feeling because you're going to be there.
Oof. Secret Service.
You enjoy that.
Secret Service. That's he's just joking. Whatever negative connotations you might have taken away from that. Just saying. Random guy on the internet. Random guy on the internet with the Mickey Mouse avatar and an SS uniform talking about, yeah, when I go to DC, I just have this feeling I'm gonna meet the president. If you fucking know what I'm saying, wink, wink, nudge.
I actually want a picture of me shaking hands with him. I'd like to see how the Secret Service can take anything negative of that. Like, I have all of the MAGA gear, and it would just. I'm just saying. I know how my luck runs because guess I scared him off. But
it happens. No worries. He's got to go back to the water.
Yeah, no, I hear that. But no, I was gonna say I just know how my luck runs. Like that one time when I was in the city and I ran into Ozzy and I was having a conversation with him. I just run into people. That's just how it works. I have this feeling, Tara, because of how much you have this disdain for Trump, that when you are with me in DC, we are going to run into the president. I have a feeling. You lucky girl.
Oh, you're the lucky one. Because I'll just be like, oh, it's an orange potato.
I'll make it a point, like, Mr. President, this is my friend from Florida. She dislikes you intently. What can we do to change that, sir? That way he'll give you extra attention.
And I'll just look at him, laugh my ass off, and walk away.
Oh, you'll learn to love him. I know. I'll get you to love him. You don't have to love him. I'm busting your shoes. It doesn't matter that much to me. It bothers me because I know it's because he's a New Yorker. And
I already told you that's not why.
And it hurts me. It wounds me deeply. I am wounded. Look, I don't care. I honestly don't care. I'm just screwing around with you.
I know you are.
Funny as fuck if we meet him, though. I mean, look at what happened with poor Diogenes. He sat there and ranted and raved to me for weeks on end about how much he hated ICP, and he actually got to meet Violent J because he was with me. You have to understand, I am the universe's instrument. You're sitting there saying how much you hate the orange potato. I guarantee if you and I walk away from the crowd, that'll be when his limo rounds the corner and we'll run into him. I just know how it'll work. Trust me.
It works out that way for you, so you can meet him.
Yes. I'm going to get you to take a picture with him. You can sit on his lap.
No.
Yeah, he'll tug on your pigtails. It'll be great.
No, not after his comment of grab him by the pussy. No.
Oh, bullshit. You want me to go grab right there. Bullshit. That's hearsay on such.
I'm sorry. I just find this all amusing. You two are going to make such a lovely couple while we're down there, too. Burnside's more gung-ho than I am. He has all the memorabilia and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just a loudmouth. You know, Burnside's actually, like, dedicated to this stuff. Damn matches.
All I ask Burnside is that we, you know, put something over the Trump picture so I don't have the orange potato staring at us while we're having sex.
You can face the other way around then.
What?
You can face the other. I'll turn you the other way around then.
No, I don't want it staring at me while I'm naked.
That's why you'll be facing the other way around. You won't have to see it.
No, seriously, my ex's mom has this picture of Jeebus in her house, and I would always turn it around when him and I would go and mess around because it was just the fact it was staring at me.
Well, that's not going to work for you because Burnside has a picture of Trump on every wall. So.
And I also have pictures of my various costumes I've got awards for too.
Yeah.
No, it's just the orange potato. I don't want it staring at me. If you had a picture of Jeebus, I'd ask, you know, I'd be like, yeah, we got to make that thing stop staring at me.
This is too funny.
I don't like it when animals are in the room. Okay? My ex-husband and I went to go at it in the kitchen. He put me on the counter, and there's the fucking cat staring at me. I'm like, oh, nope, mood's killed. But actual humans watching, I don't care.
That's strange.
I know. Just the way I am.
Hey, Burnside, I told you I'm bringing that life-size cardboard cutout of the president with me to more, right?
You are? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. You'll have fun, Tara. Trust me.
Yeah, I'll have fun. I'm going to be rocking that bed, you know, at night with Burnside.
Mm-hmm. And during the day, you can go run around with all the MAGA gear with me and him. You'll have fun. It'll be oodles of fun. I am actually, Burnside, are we going to actually hit the Trump rally that's going on the same day, too?
I'm actually hoping to, if anything, because I know they got that going on all weekend. I'm going to see how things go and see if we can go and hit both at the same time or go from one to the other.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm. But, oh, crap. There was one thing I did forget. I got distracted by some of the other stuff going on here in Discord and that. There's actually a story I wanted to tell tonight that was in the title here, Rebel TriForce versus Ontario Communist. This is one of our Twitter adventures the three of us had over here recently, which was it was actually quite hysterical. And here's how this happened. So yesterday, I got home from work. I had breakfast. I had a nice nap. You know, I got up around 2 and what have you. And, you know, I was going to get the coffee ready and that. And NightCrows wandering around with his phone and that. And he's like, hey, I'm debating this guy that lives over in Canada. You mind giving me a hand here? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I got the computer ready and da-da-da-da-da. I go and log in that. And this guy's going on about, oh, the kids in cages, da-da-da-da-da. You Trump supporters are sociopaths. You lack empathy, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, this guy's going on and on and on.
Oh, my God, did he go on?
Yeah. So we literally debated for about going on 2 hours with this motherfucker. And then I got tired of his shit. And I was like, all right, here. You're going about kids in cages and empathy and shit like that. Now people are sociopaths, you know. I think you're taking one cult of personality over another. So I go and throw an article at him about the whole kids in cages being bullshit, and it's from the Obama era and that. And I go and throw the Obama deception at him. He goes and banters on about that and da-da-da-da-da. And literally, to get this guy to shut the hell up, the three of us here had to actually combine our efforts. Like D20 was like, look, man, you've been away for 30 minutes, and, you know, we've sent you some stuff and that, and you're overreacting about this and this. Like, he was trying to, like, be the rational one. I'm just throwing more information at him and that. And NightCrow's taking the logic aspect of it. And literally, we went for about 3 hours with this dude. And then finally he decides to block me. And he unfollows NightCrow. and he goes on this fucking anti-Trump tirade because we debunked his logic, because he's going on about empathy and that. And I go, all right, so you have empathy for these children kept in cages. All right, what about the over 9,000 pedophiles that have been incarcerated, you know, since Trump's been in office? You know, what about the children? What about these children that are being tossed into cages and raped by sexual predators? And the guy literally pauses for 15 fucking minutes. The three of us are sitting there waiting to see what happens. You know, like, oh yeah, you got me there. Well, what about the incarceration of human rights? And they go, pedophiles don't have human rights. They take the brass pill. And shit. And then he goes on about every other SJW term and shit. And I just start stacking the Red Scare deck. I just gradually start stacking that. And while NightCrow's going like, look, man, you know, if you can prove that there's anything in any of this stuff, you know, go and talk, you know, go ahead and give us something. Because this guy the whole time is going on speculation. This fucker didn't want to go send us a video. The only thing he did was he sent us the Webster's Dictionary definition of a sociopath, and that was it. And it's
don't go by the Webster's Dictionary. That bitch, the definitions in the Webster's Dictionary change every year.
Ah, okay.
Go by Oxford. Oxford is internationally accepted. Webster's is literally the American version.
Interesting.
Oxford is accepted in every single nation that speaks fluent English. That's the book that that's the dictionary they go by. Like Webster's, they were petitioned, and I'm using this as an example. They were petitioned multiple times to make the word Whovian a real thing because they were actual Doctor Who fans, and it's been a thing since the original Doctor Who. It just recently got, you know, real widely known since David Tennant and Matt Smith became the Doctors. And so finally Oxford also got petitioned for it, and they're like, so they did research. They're like, yeah, there's a shitload of you people, and you call yourself a Whovian. It's a real thing. And so if you look in the Oxford Dictionary online or have the physical book, a recent version, of course, it'll say Whovian, Doctor Who fan. So, you know, they will take words, but they make sure that it's a legitimate thing.
Interesting. Because here's the thing. Not only was he just using a dictionary, but whenever I'd go and like throw news articles and YouTube videos at him and shit, and, you know, he keep saying, he just kept making circular arguments and that, and he's like, Google's your friend, Google's your friend. I'm like, yeah, if he's your friend, why aren't you showing him any fucking empathy? Because like his whole thing was like an emotional argument of, oh, you have no empathy, da 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 da. And it's like, if you're trying to convince us of this, why don't you go and cite some sources and stuff? And he wouldn't. And then finally, after about 2 hours, the guy finally says, all right, you know, here, let me go on Wikipedia. And all three of us
if you're going to have a debate, both sides need proof.
Yeah, factual evidence, yeah. Yeah, and that's basically the only two things he threw at us. And like, literally, we laughed hysterically at him. And then after I finally had all my stuff stacked for the Red Scare, I started throwing at him en masse because NightCrow gave me the cue, and he started asking him about football and a couple things like that, because he was talking about racism and stuff. And I was like, oh, Colin Kaepernick, oh, here's a video about him. Here's a video about how he loves communism and Fidel Castro. Here's all the people Fidel Castro have killed. Wow, how very empathetic. And, you know, while we're at it, you're in Canada. Are you a part of the Ontario Communist Party? And then after that, block. And then D20's like, really, man? Are you block him over that? Wait, are you actually a communist then? And then this dude goes on a tirade like hell. Oh, it was hysterical. We laid this dude out. But that's the one video I wanted to bring up tonight because I just thought that was funny.
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted the whole time.
Oh, did you mute yourself?
You're trying to ask questions?
Yeah, I was asking. I'm like, okay, he's he can't be that friggin' caught up in his story that he's not listening to me. And I looked, I'm like, yep, I am muted. I was just asking, who the hell is this guy you're talking about now?
This guy
Canadian communist.
Yeah, he's either a sympathizer or a member of the Ontario Communist Party.
Aha.
Yeah. This guy's name is Swag Juiced.
Sounds like an idiot.
Swag's in there, you know. I automatically don't believe it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty dumb, but it was entertaining for a while because, you know, he was going on about how everyone's a sociopath and that, and how, you know, we don't have empathy and all this shit. I'm just like, can you cite anything? And he can't even decide if he's having a debate with us or he's trying to do quasi-fucking science research.
Yeah, he sounds like a real winner. Excuse me.
Here's a video I'm going to be watching in a little while by Clownfish. New She-Ra won't help Mattel sell toys is the name of it. They're right.
They are. Hate saying it, they're right. You know, that's supposed to be the name of the game. I hate saying it. It's supposed to be the bottom line.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, as it is, like I said, I have the 5-year-old upstairs watching He-Man. Because he couldn't figure out what he wanted to watch, and I'm not going through every single show on there, and I'm like, here, watch this.
There you go.
I didn't say I wanted to watch He-Man. You'll like it. He came down here because, you know, it's Florida. It happens. Roach crawled across the room. You know, it's been raining. They multiply in moist areas, but they also like going inside of houses for food.
Yeah.
And, you know, we actually don't have that many in the house because we have the landlord sends out pest control once a month. But it still happens. It actually happened because our neighbors moved in and brought a whole bunch with them.
Lovely.
Yeah, so, you know, the dishes are dirty, everything like that, but, you know, the dishes get cleaned often enough that we don't have an issue with that. I took out the trash today, so, you know, I'm not worried about it. He comes downstairs, there's a roach in my mom's room, and I'm like, so? Do we have any bug spray? No. There's a can in my mom's bathroom. No, don't touch it. Go upstairs, watch cartoons, play with your toys, leave it alone. Because I can tell the hiss of a spray can as compared to the hiss of the fucked up toilet upstairs.
Yeah.
Are we getting anyone else in here?
I don't know. No one else seems to be online. I believe, yeah, I got someone to Chaos Eve, someone to Foster, Irate Prostate, Bartender. About everybody.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I never actually had I've never dealt with roaches before. It's probably one of the things we clean our dishes immediately. Like as soon as I use a dish, I clean it and dry it and put it away. Same with the silverware. I don't let them sit in the sink.
Oh, my thing is I get tired of being the only one doing dishes.
I hear that, but
so I'll literally leave the dishes there. Not too long, but long enough for the roommate to do them and we have a dishwasher, but she doesn't want to run it because it uses up too much water on her bill. I'm like, you know, when there's a bunch of dishes, might as well use it, get them caught up, and then, you know, go back to not using it.
Gotcha.
Because that's probably what I'm going to do tonight. I don't feel like standing there washing fucking dishes.
Let's see here. Don't mind me. I'm just I'm off in my own little world.
It's all good.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. I'm going to host After Hours because I'm going to be up pretty much all night because of the kid. So we'll be playing Cards Against Humanity.
Nice.
Yeah, I told Burnside that. He was so happy this time he gets to play.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's if he doesn't get too drunk and passes out.
Yeah, I might go and get a beer or two soon. I popped within the first few minutes. I went and polished off that little bit of the moonshine I had left over.
I haven't had moonshine in years.
Neither have I. But then again, I'm not a fan of rock gut.
When I used to drink, I was a bit of a bourbon man myself. Well, I was actually a tequila guy when I was younger, but I outgrew that.
Yeah, you're like me. Tequila made your clothes come off.
No, allergic reaction. I broke out in sluts every time.
Yeah, my roommate comes to more. Yeah, definitely. No tequila for either one of you. Because she breaks out in dicks.
Tequila is fun. I enjoy tequila. It helps me sleep. It's tasty, too.
I'll have to definitely get a bottle of Cabo Wabo then.
No!
Why? She's that bad if I gave her tequila?
Yes.
Awesome.
And you really want to get her drunk. She drinks Fireball.
Okay, good. Good to know.
Although me and Burnside will be sitting there drinking fucking Jaeger. He'll be like, yay! A woman that'll drink Jaeger with me!
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's too funny.
Have some Jaeger bombs with Monster.
Mm-hmm.
Because I cannot stand the taste of Red Bull.
Let's see. So you guys got everything.
Red Bull tastes like piss.
Well, it is actually made from bull bile.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much of anything else. Shoot, do we got any more stories and what have you? We got any of them Florida mans and what have you from our Twitter?
Oh, let me go look.
Because I don't really have much of anything else. I just wanted to tell that story about the swig juice. I didn't want to do a 4-hour whatchamacallit because this guy's not worth 4 hours. I'm not a goat whore. But you know what? With how comically the whole conversation went, I figured it's been a couple of jokes on this shit.
All right, here's a California woman.
Ooh, go right ahead.
I'm waiting for it to pull up.
All right.
California DMV worker snoozed on the job for 3 hours a day for about 4 years. Audit finds.
Yeah, I was going to mention that one earlier. I forgot about it.
A California Department of Motor Vehicles employee slept 3 hours a day on the job for nearly 4 years, while her supervisors knew, according to the state auditor's report. The employee still works there. Between February 14th and December 2017, or between February 2014 and December 2017, the employee snoozed through an estimated 2,200 hours of work, costing Florida taxpayers more than $40,000. The worker, who was not named in the report, is a data operator responsible for updating information on address changes and new vehicle ownership. According to the report, a typical data operator averages about 560 documents a day, but the worker only managed only 200, leaving the other data operators to pick up the slack, the audit found. Her colleague said her work was filled with errors. The worker's supervisors had been aware of her misuse of time, but failed to take disciplinary or medical action against the employee after initial efforts to address her conduct proved unsuccessful. That's when you just fire them.
Yeah.
In November 2016, the worker's request for reasonable accommodation was denied. 2 months later, the worker's physician indicated she could perform all of her duties. DMV officials told state auditors that they did not pursue disciplinary action against the worker because her behavior had not been properly documented. Shit, I've seen plenty of jobs where if they found you sleeping, they just fired you on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need that shit documented.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you were asleep. Fire. Previous disciplinary attempts were found by legal and human resource staffs to have not had appropriate language necessary for such disciplinary action. Bullshit, just fire them. You see them sleeping, fire them. Despite the employee failing to correct her behavior, the employee supervisors did not initiate adverse action within the state's progressive disciplinary process to ensure her behavior did not continue. Again, fire them. Find someone else that can do the job. The audit said proper documentation was completed March 2018, and the employee was reportedly warned that she could be disciplined for sleeping on the job. State auditors recommended DMV take action against the supervisors who failed to discipline the worker. I do agree with that. The agency told state auditors that it is training the supervisors on the importance of allowing the state's progressive disciplinary action or disciplinary process. The DMV is now consulting with human resources to determine the next step to take with the employee. I will repeat this one more time, California. Fire that stupid cunt. You caught them sleeping on the job. It's recorded that they did not complete the average number of forms that they were supposed to complete. That is ineptitude in their job. Fire them.
I agree.
The case was one of 1,481 instances of alleged improper governmental activities investigated by the California State Auditor's Office over the past year.
Sad, isn't it?
Yeah, they're paying someone who's lazy.
Yeah. Unbelievable what they do with your tax money.
Yep.
Okay, train worker harasses female passengers with bizarre comments.
Say what now? Train
worker harasses female passengers with bizarre tampon comments.
Okay. This sounds like it's going to be interesting.
And then also in news, let's see here. Serial killer accidentally kills himself in jail during sex act.
Wait, what? Ow!
I will open that up and read that next. How's that, love?
Please, I gotta hear this shit.
Hostilities abound on a Utah commuter train Tuesday evening when the Utah Transit Authority employee allegedly confronted several female passengers for sharing the restroom.
Sharing the restroom. I wonder why.
Hold on, I gotta get this video to fucking stop.
Oh!
There we go. It's got to. They recorded a video. I'll start again. Hostilities abound on a Utah commuter train Tuesday evening when a Utah Transit Authority employee allegedly confronted several female passengers for sharing the restroom, called them porn stars, and asked them if they were putting tampons into each other.
This is nasty.
The employee has since been placed on paid leave. No, he doesn't deserve to get paid. Pending a review of the matter, a transit agency spokesman told the Salt Lake Tribune. 2 women of the group of 5 had gone into a restroom together aboard the front runner train because one needed assistance. It doesn't say what kind of assistance. Not yet, anyway. According to the woman, the UTA employee tried forcing the bathroom door open. Only one at a time, he reportedly yelled. The 2 returned to their group before one of them returned to the restroom with 2 other friends. we've had weird situations happen before with people making inappropriate comments, one of the women told the Tribune. People making fun of girls for going to the bathroom together, but sometimes it's scary, and I feel like they proved our point. I generally don't go to the bathroom with other women, but, you know, if the girl doesn't feel comfortable, I'll go with them. That's only if I know them. A few minutes after the women returned to their seats, the UTA worker approached them and allegedly said, "This is public transit. This isn't Pornhub," according to one woman's account. The worker eventually left the group and was approached by an older woman who said she overheard the exchange and threatened to make a formal complaint to the UTA. At that point, the worker returned to the 5 friends and another altercation ensued. Video footage shows the women berating the worker for allegedly shaking the bathroom door and calling them porn stars. "I don't care," he said before asking, "why does it take all 3 of them 10 minutes? Were you putting them in each other?" At that point, other passengers piped up as the young woman shouted down the worker. "What the fuck?" One woman can be heard shouting. "Did you really just say that? Disgusting," shouted another. The worker eventually told the group to get off at the next stop. The employee, who was identified only as Jeremy, has been placed on paid leave while the department conducts an internal investigation. A UTA spokesman told the Tribune. "We take it very, very, very seriously. I can't stress that enough," said the spokesperson.
You know why they'll put him on leave, don't you? How much you want to bet that they hired this guy and he's like a certifiable moron?
I'm pretty sure this
Probably.
guy's certifiable as hell.
No. I mean, like, what I'm saying is, I'm listening to the conversation that they were having. I mean, how much you want to bet they looked in this guy's file and they probably hired him and he's only got something like a 60 IQ or something?
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? They probably hired this guy and they looked and they're like, "Oh shit, he's a moron."
Yeah. What do you think? He's one of those unintellectual diversity hires?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, with diversity, I think he's a diversity hire and they hired an idiot. And that's the problem. They don't know what to do now.
Oh, boy.
So, serial killer accidentally kills himself during jail sex act.
Oh, joy. This is going to be
And the hits keep on coming.
A German serial killer who murdered 5 female hitchhikers accidentally killed himself while performing a strange solo act in his prison cell over the weekend. I'm just going to call him Schiffer because that's his last name. I can't pronounce his first name. Dubbed the Auckland Strangler, gave himself a fatal electric shock after tying a cable from a lamp around his penis and nipples. He was still tied up when the guards at Bochum Prison in the North Rhine-Westphalia state opened his room Monday morning. Prison spokeswoman Tunkel said he removed a cable from his bedside table lamp. Then he wound it around his nipples and his penis and stuck the end in a power socket.
Wow, what an idiot. Speaking of diversity hires that are idiots.
I want to know why he had a bedside lamp in his fucking cell.
I don't know. Maybe it's a Hannibal Lecter guy or something or other, and he worked up enough commission to get himself a nice lamp.
A post-mortem established that Schiffer, 62, died of heart failure as a result of electric current flowing through his chest. Cops said they did not suspect foul play, and his lawyer claimed the murderer was not suicidal. Schiffer was sentenced to life in 2008 for a string of grisly murders committed between 83 and 90. The authorities used DNA evidence to convict him 18 years after his final murder. He picked up his victims, one of whom was just 15, as they tried to hitch rides from home to nightclubs before handcuffing and tying them up.
Well,
The
damn.
monster raped 3 of the women and buried them in the woods. The former insurance salesman was arrested back in 2007 while stealing scrap metal. He decided to give a DNA sample voluntarily that eventually connected him to several unsolved murders.
Interesting.
Schiffer initially confessed before withdrawing his testimony, claiming that he was sadomasochistic and the thought of being locked up excited him.
Yeah. Oh, joy. Well, no wonder he was working so hard to get that lamp, because he needed a toy. Ah, lovely. Oh, I got a whole new slew of jokes for this moron. Schaefer von Taser Nuts.
All right. Pinellas contractor who faked death settles lawsuit, faces criminal charges.
Ooh. Yeah, I suppose we got one more before we got time for one more. Yeah. What do you think? One more, or should we end it?
No, we got time for one more. You started late anyway, so you might as well.
That's what I was thinking. All right. Yeah, go ahead, Tara.
Tampa Bay Times. Fuck a duck.
Oh, boy. Tampa fucking Bay.
Yeah, fuck you all.
At least it's not Miami.
Clearwater. Mark Anthony Perez, the unlicensed contractor who faked his death last summer to avoid paying a couple back for incomplete work, reached a confidential settlement to end a lawsuit that accused him of stealing more than 20 grand. But Perez now faces criminal charges. The lawsuit had made headlines in June 2017 after Perez faked his death to get out of paying Glenn and Judith Holland back for a botched renovation at the couple's seminal home. The failed renovation left Holland and his cancer-stricken wife with nowhere to live after they moved from Pennsylvania. Daniel Moody, the Hollands attorney, could not disclose the settlement details, but he said the ordeal ruined the last year of Judith Holland's life as she battled cancer. She died before the agreement was reached this year. It was a really sad situation, Moody said. Mr. Holland could not bear to spend any time in the house. He was selling it and moving back home. In March 2018, prosecutors charged Perez with felonies for grand theft and working without insurance and 4 misdemeanors for unlicensed contracting. He was arraigned in June and is scheduled for a pretrial hearing on August 16th. The saga started March 2016. The Hollands paid $125 grand for a 845 square foot home in the 55 and older community of Tamarnik by the Gulf. The couple expected a smooth transition to the Sunshine State, but the home needed a new kitchen, a remodeled bathroom, duct repairs, a new hot water heater, and other repairs. They hired Perez to do the work while they returned to Pennsylvania. They spotted him working in the neighborhood and asked to view his projects. Neighbors praised the quality of Perez's workmanship. The couple met Perez and talked about hiring him. Glenn Holland noticed Perez identified himself as a veteran on his business card and thought a veteran would never rip off another veteran. Perez, 53, said he had the proper licenses to do the job, according to Glenn Holland. But Perez was not in fact a licensed contractor. The couple signed a contract with Mark Anthony's repair service. They expected the work to be done within 3 months. Perez sent a couple receipts and said he was almost finished with the job. The Hollands paid him thousands of dollars, but Judith visited in July of 2016 and didn't see much work done. Perez made excuses, the lawsuit said. He vowed to get it back on schedule. The Hollands visited October 2016. What they saw devastated them. The kitchen still wasn't done. That same month, the couple was dealing with something far more serious. Judith was diagnosed with cancer. Perez vowed to finish the job by mid-December. The couple wanted to move into the home that month, but they found it in shambles and rented another house. When they contacted Perez, they received a text message saying the contractor died in a car accident. Months later, the couple was stunned when they thought they spotted Perez at his home. Glenn spent weeks staking out Perez's house, and one morning, March 2017, the dead man walked outside and jumped into the truck. The couple filed a lawsuit instead of confronting Perez.
Can I have the remote because it's so different?
Man, this guy sounds like a real bag of shit.
Yeah, sounds like a fucking con man supreme. Dude,
the lawsuit came at a time when Pinellas County construction licensing was under scrutiny in a Tampa Bay Times investigative series for failing to protect homeowners from unlicensed contractors. Give me a minute. Go play with your toys. A month later, the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office started investigating complaints and arrested dozens of unlicensed violators. The Florida legislature also passed a new law to abolish the agency's independence. It moved under the county commission. The lawsuit and licensing board failures exposed the depth of what unlicensed contractors will do to rip off unsuspecting homeowners. Robert Eckerd, a former prosecutor and Perez's criminal attorney, said his client made full restitution for the botched renovation. Eckerd is hopeful that Perez will reach a plea deal with prosecutors. Now Eckerd says he sees prosecutors file more felony charges when homeowners get ripped off. This case set the tone for much harsher consequences for unlicensed contractors, Eckerd said. Well, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. Poor guy. Unbelievable.
And when I do after hours, we'll read a couple more. You guys do your thing real quick. I gotta go upstairs and turn the cartoons back on for the kid.
All right, it's all good. You go ahead, do what you need to do. Apparently, Jean is sending you tons of DMs about different movies and stuff that are going around. So just go and check that later. Looks like he's got some interesting stuff.
Maybe you might want to have him on because I'm gonna probably crash out after this. I got to get up early.
I'll try and stay up for a little bit longer, but I might wind up doing the same myself. Not gonna lie. I got to take care of a few things after I get off of here. But for the time being, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. You guys know the deal. I'm Scooby331. You can follow me here on YouTube. I'm on minds.com, Gab AI, Patreon and PayPal. As far as I know, they're supposed to be working now. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And I am still on Twitter. I am in limited state suspension because Jack Dorsey's a punk. And hopefully I'll have some videos coming up this week. It's just I haven't had anything really to film, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. More so from a lack of equipment, though. I mean, you've been telling me about a couple funny things going on. Like you said, that couple that was walking up the street that literally looked like a pair of quad-gender trans-dimensional brony lords. If I had a GoPro for you, I would have just for that shit alone.
I know, I hear you. That's part of the problem I'm having is, I just wish, if I could get my hands on the equipment, there's so much shit. I mean, you see what I can film just with my wife's camera. I mean, there's so much shit around here. I could keep. I honestly think that if anything, people would be entertained, and it's just to me, it's a sin because there's so much material and they miss out on it. So, yeah, definitely, guys. If you're listening to this, any money, anything you guys that donate, it's going towards a GoPro and an Android phone so I can stream. Because seriously, you seen when they showed last January all those lunatics out there screaming in the streets. This year, I'm actually going to roll up on them and ask them questions. I'm a prick. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you guys get me a camera, that's what you'll see. Like when they're standing there having to scream about Trump, I'll go up to them like, so you guys ready for 4 more years? So, yeah, get me a camera and you will see that. So definitely donations to the
I'm still
GoPro fund,
trying to
please.
find that phone for you.
Mhm.
I've already talked to my uncle because it was initially his and then he gave it to me. I can't find it right now, but as soon as I find it, I will ask you for your address and send it to you.
Awesome. You are the best. But yeah, that's everything I got.
All right. I guess Tara, you want to go next, or should I go next? Either or, it don't matter.
I'll do it. I'm TerraSynn. You can find me on pretty much any social media. Please go to my YouTube page, like, share, and subscribe. Watch my videos. I'm going to be hosting after hours so that we can play Cards Against Humanity because Burnside doesn't get to play that often. We're still working on the whole old time radio show. Hopefully, I'll probably start writing a script for it soon. For the most part, still want it to be kind of off the cuff. And Burnside's going to be working on my Bald Eagle video ASAP.
Yep, whenever I get around to it. Now that I actually got all the programs downloaded and updated. Yay. Just gonna set up a backup just in case this thing decides it wants to fucking fry parts on me again.
Well, baby, I want it done just because it's going to be pretty much, I think, the most viewed. My brother is asking actually to come in to be on the stream so he can play Cards Against Humanity. So I'm gonna let him throw him the link.
Cool.
Sure, I'll try and stay up for a little bit, but I might want to pass it out. I gotta, after we get offline here, I gotta sort out some other hearsay nonsuch that I gotta go make some calls for. But anyways, I'll go get my shilling out of the way so that I can do that. All right, I am the Burnside Film Project. When people aren't bothering me or work dragging me away and other bits of frantic insanity. Let's see. You can find me on YouTube, BitChute, Twitter, Gab, and RedBubble. I talked to the Ineptus Mechanicus and I figured out what it was. Basically, all the other stuff in Warhammer to a degree I can use, but the particular Imperium Aquila in that, yeah, that's basically a no-go. So everything else, it's good. I just can't use that particular flag in that. So oh well. But if you guys want, within the next few weeks, we should be getting the next installment of Backline done. That will be on YouTube and BitChute. Just look up Burnside in Kakistan and you'll find it. Other than that, I will be trying to find more of these Ontario communists that the Rebel TriForce we got over here can go and engage in and totally screw the fuck out of them with. So we'll look for that and hashtag free Scooby 331 again. And aside from that, if you want more Warhammer stuff, or you want designs for anything and what have you, I do have some that I got to work on. But if you want to look at what I do, go to Redbubble and look up Burnside Film or look up Reckless Flaggatry. Then that'll take you straight to the whole portfolio I've got on there.
That's flaggatry, like the American flag, not faggotry.
Yes, I are not sodomites. I just make designs. And that's about it. So
Nice.
you guys have yourselves a good night. I'll hopefully be doing this next Wednesday, unless I pass out all day.
That's quite common.
Yeah, it happens. I work third shift. Anyways, good night, motherfuckers.
Good night, chat. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, there's the button.